In order to be in compliance with federal laws, there are some things that everyone involved in education needs to know. These laws aren't an option. They are, after all, laws, and we need to strive to follow them. Today, we're going to talk about COPPA, or COPPA laws, and copyright laws in education. Now please everybody, I'm just the messenger of this wonderful information and not the person who created the laws. We are required to follow these laws, and education about them is necessary in order for all of us to be in compliance. On July 1st, 2013, the new guidelines for COPPA laws, that's Children's Online Privacy and Protection Act, went into effect. They are an update to the original COPPA laws of 1998. These laws mandated that all schools and online entities must be in COPPA compliance or be showing a good faith effort to be in compliance. In its most basic form, the COPPA laws state that none of us can release personal information about any student or child under the age of 13 through electronic means. That includes photos, names, addresses, phone numbers, etc. It also means that we cannot use third-party vendors that have not been specifically approved by the school district or had guardian approval. The logical question is, what is classified as personal information? As you can see on this list, there are specific criteria established through the COPPA laws that we all need to adhere to. Remember, this applies to all electronic distribution of any of this information. That means websites, cell phones, personal email accounts, off-site storage, and anything else that is electronic. In order to be demonstrating a good faith effort, we need to be documenting and following all efforts to follow the COPPA laws. Signed guardian consent forms authorizing the use of student images is one such demonstration of good faith. Having a committee, like our technology committee, that approves third-party vendors for district use is another demonstration of good faith. The penalties can be quite severe for anyone who violates COPPA laws. Educators, web hosting providers, site builders, and many others have been heavily penalized for violating the laws. As you can see, we don't take this lightly and are expecting full compliance from all educators. You can view a much more complete and totally exciting document sharing more detailed information about COPPA laws by going to the link you see on the screen. To make sure you are in compliance with COPPA laws, follow the information provided in the document. In a nutshell, COPPA laws are for all students under the age of 13. What you should remember is never release or send an image of a student through digital means without signed permission from the student's guardian. This includes websites, social media, cell phone photos, or third-party vendors. A student's first and last name cannot be electronically posted together. Also, a student's first or last name cannot be associated with a photo when posted electronically. Be careful of photos you take in your room that student names are not visible in the photo. Do not take photos of students on cameras or cell phones and then post those photos on social networking sites. Permissions must always be granted in order to do this. Do not sign up for any web service or site that you send student names to, use student names or numbers, or store confidential information like disciplines, IEPs, or 504s unless the service or site has been approved through proper channels with permission from the school district. Let's move on to copyright laws. Now, let's be honest, we've all violated copyright laws at some time. Usually, it's because we didn't know we were violating the law, or at least I'd like to think so. However, that can't be an excuse for violation, and we need to be aware of and strive to follow all copyright laws. Basically, the easiest way to comply with copyright laws is to always keep in mind that if you aren't the creator of the content, you are probably violating copyright law. You will not be breaking copyright law if you create the content and you own the content. You are breaking copyright law if you use anything that you have not created. Virtually every graphic, image, tune, song, or icon you find on the internet is copyright protected unless it specifically proves that the owner gives permission to use it. But even in that case, the person who created the graphic, image, or icon still owns it, and it cannot be sold or distributed through most electronic means. There is even the possibility that the claim of ownership on the internet could be false. Even citing a source doesn't necessarily mean that you will not be violating copyright law. The penalties for copyright infringement are quite severe. I have been involved in copyright disputes where my content was stolen, and I have a son who was caught for copyright infringement, and it isn't a pleasant experience to live through. Don't think you are immune from being caught. The internet is worldwide, and it is quite simple to search for specific content to see if someone is violating copyright law. Corporations, like the Disney franchise and recording companies, have divisions that spend every day searching the internet for copyright violations. Please, don't push your luck. If you violate copyright law, you have a good chance of being caught. For more exciting information about copyright laws that will keep you on the edge of your seat, visit the site you see on the screen. Take copyright laws seriously and do everything you can to avoid breaking the law. Work with students to ensure that they are complying with copyright law. Through our example, we will be educating a generation of students who will respect the intellectual and creative rights of others. It's easy to think that you will never be caught. However, in this presentation, I've informed you of two people, me and my son, who have been involved in copyright issues. I want you to be lawful. The school district wants you to be lawful. It's just the right thing to do. Thank you for attention and for not snoring too loudly. Enjoy your day and work hard to be COPPA compliant and copyright aware.